All right. Well, hello, everyone. Today we have the amazing Jodee Sinclair here from Lady Myrtle Wellness. And Jodee is a forensic healer, an NLP practitioner, and a personal life coach trainer. Welcome, Jodee.
Welcome. Thanks for coming on.
Thank you. Thank you for having us.
So tell us a little bit about your journey so far, why and how you decided to get into the forensic healing.
Yeah, I went through a stage of I separated from my son's father, and it was it's quite traumatic sort of separation. And I kind of had, what do I do now? Like, I'd been a partner, a mother, and it was like, now a part of me had just separated, and it was like, what do I do now? And I thought, I don't have any skills to go back into the life, to the workforce. I haven't trained to do anything. I haven't done anything for like 10 odd years. And it was like, what do I do? And then I thought, through friends and everything, they were giving me, oh, you're good at this, you're good at that. And I kind of thought, well, I'm actually good at talking. So communication is something that I'm quite passionate about. So I thought, well, what sort of industry do I go into with communication? I don't really want to go into the media because I don't like the media line. So life coaching came to me in an ad on Facebook, if you'd like. And I sort of went, oh, that's interesting. So I looked into it more and more and more, and I thought, that's me. That's what I do naturally. I help people to answer questions, to give them a sounding board. And then it was like, well, there's something more that's needed. I went into this life coaching. It's like, yeah, this is good, but this is dealing with people now, but how did they get where they are now? And it was like, I need something to help understand why they are where they are, so then I can move them, forward.
Yeah.
Because we all know we think differently. So if not understanding how we think, then you can't move forward. That's just basically it. So that's where the forensic healing came into it, because it helps me to go into people's energy and go, oh, okay, well, this is why this person thinks this way. This is why this person is stuck this way. And I got to tell you, the minute I went into energy work, it was like a light bulb just went off. It was like, oh my God, this is definitely where I'm meant to be. And it just enveloped from there. It just sort of went, okay, this is definitely my direction. And then my psychic abilities came through, because I squashed them for years. I didn't want to use them. And then the forensic healing is kind of like, whoa, I'm awake, here you are. Here's your abilities back, and that's quite amazing. That's been fascinating.
Yeah, I thought if you go into forensic healing, you obviously have that energetic intuition.
Yeah, and I've had it for years. Like when I was little, I could see spirits. Like it was almost like, to me, they were real people. I didn't know any different. And as the years went by with teenagers and family influence, I kind of squashed it, because it was like, okay, this is too much. Don't want to deal with it. And then as I think the separation from my partner really made me really think, okay, who am I to really, be here?
Definitely.
Yeah.
So when they sort of started coming back, it was like, oh, I love this. This is fascinating. And to actually speak to people's guides, because everybody's got them, I enjoy it so much, because their energy is so alive. You just walk away with part of that energy,
Yeah.
Oh, that's so
that's
good.
awesome.
So obviously our amazing audience who are listening today, the majority of them are the female health entrepreneur audience. And I just wanted to, I know that you work with people with confidence and helping them gain clarity. So how do you help the clients when they come to you? Like, how do you help them gain that clarity and confidence?
It's mainly because a lot of the time they've got it there anyway. They really have. But they've disconnected from themselves. They really have disconnected from that power cell. And so what I do is I actually help them reconnect to that power cell, reconnect to who they are, and who they want to be, because sometimes they feel like it's a separate thing. I am who I am now, but I want to be something else. But they actually are already that person. They just don't see it. So I allow them to have a space where they can really find that connection between those two things and see that, hey, I'm already there. I'm already going that way. I'm already stepping into that. And they feel supported because they understand, hey, I may not have a family behind me, but I have my own inner strength, so I can move forward, and it's basically showing them their authentic self, because we wear so many hats throughout our lives that sometimes we disconnect from what's inside. The minute we reconnect and can see, hey, I'm going the right way I'm meant to go, it's amazing to see that transformation.
So does the forensic healing help them to release blocks? Is that what it's about?
It does. Yeah, it does. Yeah. Because a lot of the time, we disconnect from ourselves, but then we put all sorts of different doors between that, and they think they know themselves. This is the most amazing thing. They think they really know the direction they want to go, but then they realize that, hey, this person has influenced that, or that person has influenced that. So unlocking that kind of gives them, oh, okay, well, maybe it's not what I really want, or, so.
Oh, that's so good. I've just gone through a similar journey myself, and I understand how powerful that I got divorced like nearly 9 years ago. It's taken me until like this year to finally like get myself and really,
it's amazing.
Yeah,
it's amazing to realize that we have so much influence that we think we know who we are until we actually reconnect with the inner self, and then we go, hey, no, that's not what I've wanted. This is why I've struggled. This is why I think a certain way. It's amazing.
That's it, because you take in other people's belief systems and
you actually take every interaction you have with the person, you actually take a piece of their energy with you. So, and you don't realize that because it could be so subtle, and then you'll go and do something and realize, oh, hang on a minute, I understand how that person feels, or I understand. And it's energy is amazing. Energy is fantastic.
I really like the way you just described that. I think that's why I tried to do support work for a while, and I used to tell Carrie all the time, it used to just break my heart because I actually felt like I was leaving a piece of myself with them, because but I think the way you've just described it as the energy, I was taking on all of that.
You do
goosebumps then, but I was taking on all the energy.
Yeah, you do. And Teresa, you're actually an empath. You just you actually absorb energy wherever you go. So
yes, that's the truth.
So I can see that by like an empath having the forensic healing would be amazing, wouldn't it? Because it would just release all that energy that you've basically holding onto.
Because I've always had interaction with Teresa, and she's very loving. So her loving energy just takes on whatever is going on around her, but she has a problem with letting go. You know what I mean? Like, just sorry, I'm not zeroing.
No.
Honestly, you're not telling me anything. Yeah, Carrie's.
I know our viewers will relate to this as well. That's why I wanted to discuss it.
It's just when you're an empath, you take it on because you are so loving. That's the whole idea of an empath, is to take it on. And a lot of empaths have a lot of problems with letting go because they feel they need to heal it. That's their whole energy, is I need to heal this. Sometimes we need to let energy just go. Because it can consume us if we don't. So just letting go is the hardest thing, but it is the best thing.
Absolutely. So then I've had some really tough lessons over the last couple of years about letting things go and not holding on, because you're right, and that's how I feel all the time. I feel like, oh no, but I need to this is how I heal, this is how I fix things. But a lot of the times me going back into situations like that, not naming situations, but it has put me further into the lower side rather than helping me heal. It's actually hurt my heart more.
I know, I was trying to say.
He needs his fame. He needs his moment.
Yes, for our amazing listeners, my dog is just tight roping on the couch behind us. You'll have to tune into the YouTube channel to see. Oh, amazing.
Yeah, so do you share tips and like little quick tip things on your website or on your social media for people?
I will be. I'm going to be doing next month. I'm going to be doing lives, and then I'm going to be putting them up to a YouTube channel.
Yeah.
I just like, a lot of people know energy is energy, but what they don't know is how to use it, how to utilize it. And it's the most powerful thing because everything is energy. And the minute you tap into your own ability to use it, life can change really dramatically.
Yeah, I love that.
And I'm only still, and I've worked with it for about 7 years now, but I've only just sort of started really tapping into my own ability, and my life is about to go change dramatically, and I can see it and I can feel it, and it's amazing because the more you know, the unknown becomes more powerful. And you just want to tap into more. It's almost like turning a tap on with just a little trickle and then realizing, hey, I could turn this on a little bit more.
Yeah. And for our viewers, we're going to be sharing Jodee's links. So if you want to go over and follow Jodee, they can start to get all the goodness that you're about to start sharing.
Yes.
So it'll be good.
Yes.
Now we're in love with your Healing in a Box subscription.
Yes.
So we're checking that out. Can you tell us a little bit more about your inspiration and how these Healing in a Box help your clients?
My thing is, there's like lots of things on YouTube, meditations, healings and all of that, but they're not personalized. They're generalized, right? They're fantastic. They work. I'm not saying they don't work, but when you get something that's personalized, something that's been intuitively picked, it's much more powerful because it's directed from your energy. Literally, I get a message from your energy, your guides. They say to me, this person needs this right now, And that's how it works. I pick through your guides. So it is not me picking, going, oh yeah, this will be the best. It's your guides talking to me saying, hey, this person needs this support right now. This will be best for their self-care. And then every month, I would give you a personalized healing through recording, through email, with just little tips going, hey, you're going to deal with this month to help you through that, this, and this, And then it's up to the person whether they want to take that on or whether they just like, oh, that's interesting and just leave it. But it's always there for them. If something happens, they can listen back to it and go, oh, yes, I can get through this, or yes, wow, I can do this. And there's the support system there as well, because, I'm 24/7 on my emails, my phone goes off, and I reply to every one of them, because I love that interaction, it's the best thing. I'm one of those healers that will continue to heal. Even if you don't have interaction with me, your energy will still filter through because I have protection enough that I'm not going to take on anything that I can't handle. So
that's awesome. Good. I love it. And once again, we'll share your links through your website where they can find these wellness boxes.
Yes.
For people that are interested.
Yes.
Yeah, because they look amazing.
They do.
They sound amazing too.
Yes. Now, we want to just flip the script a tiny bit. And obviously, because our audience are at very different stages of their own business, we were talking previously, everyone has amazing skills and talents and services. But our beautiful community is there to support each other. And as we all know, our business isn't always on a high. There's also
that's right.
moments where we sort of struggle. So we wanted to, this is something that we ask, we're going to be asking all of the people we interview, but we want to hear from you two things. What is the hardest thing you find in business? And then what is the most fulfilling thing that you're finding in business?
I think the hardest thing is really attracting the clients, because my sort of work is out there, and it's really hard to really put down exactly. I am getting better at it, as you can see, but
Yeah.
it's really putting down what I do and how I do it and what benefits my clients get. Because energy work, you can really help anybody and everybody. But when you zero it down going, this is exactly what I do, clients then are more attracted because they go, okay, I can see how that works. I can see that I do need that right now. But it took me a little while to really zero in what is it that I actually do for people. And it was watching past clients go from where I knew they started from to where they are now that I really realized, hey, this is what I actually do. I go from unclarified, unconfident to being confident and having clarity. And that's directly how it is. But the most fulfilling is seeing my clients move, you know. And you don't always get to do that, but I stay connected with my clients. That's my beautiful thing, is I stay connected to them. I see their journey. I see where they came to me with to where they are now. And I see their life change from being humdrum, okay, to being, yes, I get up every morning to do what I love. And that's the beauty of that's the most fulfilling.
Oh, that's so good.
And I guess everyone has, like, people will resonate with the person as well, you know, like you'll find people that will resonate with you, and like our viewers in their business, they'll have their clients that resonate with them and their message. And
exactly. And my best thing is, if I don't feel that I am the best person for you or the best healer for you, I will actually tell the client, look, this is what I'm getting, this is how I'm feeling, but I know somebody that can help you. I don't try and help somebody because I want the client or I want the money. I help the person because their guides have connected to me and their guides have said, yes, you're the best person for this person. But if I don't feel that connection, or I don't feel that person's going to take on what I have to offer, then I will actually defer them to somebody else.
I love that.
I think that's such a powerful message, actually, because especially when you're in business, we all know, you know, getting clients is amazing, getting money in is amazing. And I fell into the trap when I first started years ago of just taking on whoever, even though it wasn't sitting right or feeling right. And I think when you can get to the point of knowing, okay, this isn't someone I can help with, rather than getting, you know, weeks into it and then going, oh crap, this is over my head, or this client doesn't feel right. I think if you can acknowledge that and know that from the start, that's really great, because you're not only are you serving yourself better, but you're serving the person better and allowing them to find that person that actually is better suited.
Exactly. And I just feel that I have contracts that my clients sign, and it basically says you're in the power, the client's in the power, saying if you feel we go through this and you don't feel connected, or you don't feel this is going anywhere, then you have the right to say, hey, I don't want to do any more. And I have the power, in the same thing, I have the power, because the minute we can really put into saying, hey, if this isn't for you, then you have the power to leave, it allows them to open up because they trust you more.
That's such a great tip.
That is good. I love, actually, when I went into the website, I love that you've got all of your, like, I think it's very important, especially for holistic practitioners, because I am one as well. But having that message up there about I am not a doctor. I thought that was so good, because it is such a fine line, and I get some random messages from people asking me certain things, but I like the way, you know, even with your contract and the fact that you're stating it clear, you know, exactly what they should expect and what your parameters are really as well. And I think that's a good message for anyone in the field, to make sure that, for one, you're covering yourself on your website or social media, or your presence, just to, I guess, legally as well. But also just making clear boundaries and parameters for the people that you're going to work with, to say, this is my scope. I'm not stepping out of here.
Yeah, because to me, it's like you're dealing with energy, and health matters will come through your energy.
Yeah.
And the minute you mention a health issue, they start wanting to ask questions.
Yes.
You know? And it's like, I'm not a doctor. I'm sorry. Look, this is coming through. So go to your doctor. I will always tell people to go to their doctors for checkups and things. But it just gets really messy if they don't realize the boundary that you have, you know. So
exactly.
Setting boundaries, to me, I learnt the hard way. I very much learnt the hard way when I first started, and then I realized, okay, I need to set boundaries so people understand, yes, I deal with energy, yes, your body is telling me this is an issue, but I can't go any further with that. That's it. That's as far as I can go, you know.
I love that. It's such an important thing, isn't it? The boundaries.
Yeah, absolutely. We're such curious characters, humans as well.
Exactly. Like,
what have I got wrong? When am I going to die? Like, what's happening?
I wish I could answer every question. I wish the guides could say, yes, this is the date, but no, they only give me so much, and then it's up to the person to go.
Yeah, that's fair enough.
That free will, isn't there?
Yeah.
So how can our audience work with you?
I'm connectable by my website. They can go in and have a look at what I offer. If they don't find anything, I have a consultation there where we can have a bit of a chat. I can read their energy for them, and we can sort of take it from there, because all my programs are personalized. Like, I might have what benefits they have there, but every individual is different. Every individual will have a different benefit. So I always love to have a bit of a chat, see how things are going, what areas they might want to have work in, and we can take it from there and sort of grow from there. So my website's probably the best place to have a look at what I do and who I am. But as I said, if somebody sees something and go, I'm not sure, there's a button there to book a consultation, so we can have a bit of a chat.
Amazing.
Now, we are going to share all your links, but what's the name of your business?
It's Lady Myrtle's Wellness Centre.
Beautiful.
Amazing.
Thank you. One question we didn't really cover was what's the most fulfilling thing that you found having your own business, doing this?
The most fulfilling thing is just time, just being able to adjust my time and go, you know what, I'm not feeling it today. I don't really want to connect with anybody today. I want to go in. So I'm able to go, I can do that. I can take a day of just meditating or just spending time with my son. It's just that flexibility of time is the most amazing thing that I've come across since being in business.
So good, especially when you've got kids. That's the thing Kerry and I love so much, is to have that time for ourselves, because especially if you are in a 9-to-5 job or something like that, it's very hard to take time out for yourself or have a bit of flexibility to do the things you love, because you're raised.
Exactly.
But
because when you're in a 9-to-5, you're working on somebody else's time. You're not working on your own time. When you have your own business, you have your own time. You can do whatever you need to do.
Yes. It's hard, because sometimes, like at the moment, I have a part-time job just because I'm at uni at the moment as well, so it's kind of balancing things out, and I'm enjoying it. But I know in the past, if I've had to go back and work for someone else, it's like, oh my God, this is just like, it's just hard on my soul, and I always leave it going, oh my God, why did I do that? Or I'm never doing that again. Because once you've had the freedom and the flexibility of doing something that you're so passionate about.
That's what it is. It's that passion, isn't it?
It is. And it's when that passion is driven, you really can't go backwards.
No.
Like this, and I'm going to be honest, there's many a times in my business where I've gone, okay, well, the money's not flowing as well. Things are a bit tight. Do I go back to work? And I go through the process, and then I realize I can't work for anybody else. That's just it. I just have a problem with working for somebody else. It's really,
and I think, honestly, it's something that runs through all of our brains, because working for yourself is great, but it is such a roller coaster of, especially when you're supporting families and stuff, the income isn't always consistent, and there's so many other things that you've got to think about you know, and sometimes it's like, do I just like give in and go and just get a paycheck? And look, I've done it. I've actually done it, but as I've said, it's never worked out well, because it hasn't been on my terms, and it's kind of been an all or nothing. I've worked out I'm an all or nothing girl. It's like, okay, well, I'll just put everything into this basket and I'll totally, you know, leave that, but I always come back to what I love. And so now I've found a balance of doing something. I love the other job too. It's fun. It's like, I was just telling Kerry, it's a bit of bar work and a bit of, it's a social thing for me. So it's all fun. But
if you can find that balance between working and social, I've done bar work and I loved it. I thought it was the most fantastic thing, because the characters that come through are just amazing, right?
Yeah.
But I know now that my energy is too strong. That I would be reading people all the time.
Yes, it's like not fun when it's towards the end of the night and they're all smashed in. Well, it's fun to watch, but
I go shopping and I have to actually really shut down, because
I bet
my energy will just pick up on anybody. I've had to actually a couple of times go up to people and go, oh, did you know that? And they've gone, okay, because it won't leave me unless I do. That's the whole thing. You know, I will be bothered by their guides all the way through the shops if I don't approach them. I can understand mediums when they go out into a social gathering, because it's just like bombarded sometimes. You kind of get all these messages and it's like, no, this is my time. Go away. I don't want to.
That's another place that you have to set boundaries, because I was the same. I used to do bar work years ago, and every time the people would come up, I was just reading them, and I just had to shut it down.
Yeah, it gets sometimes too much. It's like, no, okay, this is my time. I need away.
Yeah,
that's it. And people have to be ready to receive the work that you offer, don't they?
Yeah.
So can I ask, because I'm not as amazingly talented as you ladies in that respect, so how do you shut them out? Do you just, is it like a mental sort of process you have to go through to just like focus in on one thing? Like how do you do it?
When they're not so strong and they just want to come through a message, I literally just say to them, no, this is my time, you need to respect and leave. And they do. That's the beautiful thing. They don't start pushing on you. They go, okay, and they leave, right? Especially if it's a message that you know you just can't give to that person. It's just not from you, you know what I mean? A couple of times I've actually gone up to ladies and gone, you should go and see a medium. And they're like, okay, no worries, you know, because it's like, if this guy does not leave me, I'm going to go insane. You have to go and see somebody. And a lot of times the ladies laugh and go, oh, I was just thinking about that.
I was going to say, if you're feeling really called to do that and they're persistent, then it's just what they need. You know what I mean? It just plants that little seed. And then when the time is ready for them, your little voice will ring in their head and they'll go when they're ready.
That actually reminds me, a few years ago I was doing a coaching session with a client, and she was very similar, and she just said to me, I have to stop you. She said, there's a man peering behind the doorway, and she said, I think it's your dad. And she said, he's really cheeky and he just won't leave. And I was like, oh, okay, that's my dad. But it's so funny. He wouldn't let up. And she's like, I just have to say it because he won't leave me alone. Oh, so funny. Oh God, this has been amazing. I'm so glad that we got to connect with you. I know. Well, thank you so much. Now, is there anything
thank you
would like to leave us with, or any words of wisdom for our
I want everybody just to think, you know, when situations happen, and we all have them, where we kind of go, oh, am I doing the right thing? You know, because, you know, money might be tight or the family might be against it. Just look inside, just look into your heart. What makes you joy, you know? Because we're the creator of joy. Joy is not outside us. We're the creator of joy. And the minute we can tap into that joy, nothing else matters.
Yeah. Oh, I love that. That was amazing. Oh, well, thank you so much. It's been so great having you. And we, as Kerry said, we will put the links, and we highly recommend for the audience to go and check Lady Myrtle Wellness out, and give Jodee a follow. And definitely, if you know you are in the space where you would love to get some services, please contact her. Thank you so much.
Thank you, ladies, very much.
Thank
Awesome.
you.
Thanks.
We will see you next time.